I just watched Chris Stuckmann's review of Cloverfield 3, and he is wrong. Good? Is that a good opener? Okay. Specifically, he's wrong about a connected universe. But let me explain. I can remember the first time I saw Iron Man in theaters. I was just exploding with excitement because it was one of the first real Marvel superhero movies on the big screen. But when Nick Fury walks out at the end of that movie and says the word Avengers, I was over the friggin' moon. A connected universe of Avengers? I'm gonna get more of these and more Avengers, and they're all gonna play together? I was so excited. The idea of connected universes isn't a new one. Back in the 1940s and 50s, we had the Universal monsters with the Mummy and Frankenstein and werewolves, and I think Betty White might have been one of them, or she was in one of them, or maybe she was just alive back then. They've been around even earlier than that. There's legitimately an old comic book where Superman fights Spider-Man. That's something you'll never see on the big screen. I think it's fair to say that film companies have caught on to the idea that connected universes are profitable. Unfortunately, none of them have been able to replicate the magic of the Marvel movies. Since 2008, Marvel has been churning out some of the best films with a connected universe. 2008. That's 10 years ago. Oh my God. I'm so old. DC has been trying and failing to replicate this. I mean, it should work. For all intents and purposes, they have the most iconic heroes, but so far they've made one good movie, one okay movie, and 3 dumpster fires. And credit where credit's due, they put the first non-white female lead into a movie. Marvel, you guys have the best minority and female heroes. I don't know why it's taking you so long to catch up. And more recently than that, we've had the Dark Universe pop up, which, you know, looks good or could have been good, but it lacks that feiginess that puts good movies ahead of overall story. Come on, Tom Cruise, you let us down. You could have been our Iron Man for the Dark Universe, but you just... And even more recently than that, we've had the Kaiju verse with Godzilla and Kong Skull Island. What I would like to posit for the record is that we have been missing a largely successful shared universe. Well, not exactly missing it, because the connection is in the title, Cloverfield OG, 10 Cloverfield of Dreams Lane, and Cloverfield 3 Electric Boogaloo. Recently, YouTube mogul Chris Stuckmann did a review on the newest addition to the Cloverse. Why did I have to be the one to come up with Cloverse? It's so much better than Cloververse or Cloverfieldverse. It's right there, Cloverse. Come on, guys. And he gave it a C because, and I quote,
"It's a respectably made film. If you don't really care about the Cloverfield movies, you can watch this as a simple space adventure and probably enjoy that aspect of it. But if you really want to think, it's just going to make it more muddled, which is kind of maddening because this film was supposed to help provide a little more answers and some more cohesion. But in the end, it's just created so many possibilities that it's tough to actually harness one and be like, that's what it is. Because now it's just anything, which may have been the goal, because now they could make a Cloverfield movie out of anything. They have so many possibilities and so many different universes and dimensions that they could do anything now, which I guess might have been what they were trying to do. But that's disappointing for me, a longtime Cloverfield fan.
Now, I take an issue with that. I think Chris has missed the bigger picture. Now, let me Stuckmanize you and explain what I'm talking about. Spoilers ahead. First, let's play some catch-up. J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves made a pretty killer monster movie back in 2008 called 4-Leaf Cloverfield. And then J.J. Abrams and Dan Tracheotomy made a pretty killer basement horror movie called 15 3/4 Cloverfield Street. And it wasn't connected to Cloverfield, but it kind of was. I think Howard worked on a satellite that fell in Cloverfield, the first one, but that woke up Clovey the monster. But that doesn't work because that happens in 2008 and Cloverfield Lane was in 2015.
No time!
So I'm confused.
No time!
Anyways, then J.J. Abrams and Julius Ona decide they're just gonna make a whole ass movie about how everything got connected. They are creating an anti-connected universe. Spoiler time. In the newest one, Cloverfield Paramore, they have a machine that splits time and space and moves stuff. And other stuff happens, but that's not important for this video. Basically, in this movie as exposition, they explain that reality is broken and there's no need to follow continuity. There are no rules.
There's no rules!
Well, there's one rule.
There's one rule!
And that is in this metaphorical Lego set of Cloverfield stuff, you just have to make something new. New actors, new directors, new genres, new stories. Just reference the stuff you like. Obviously, Danny Boy wasn't a fan of Clovey, so he invented his own alien species, a very Half-Life-esque alien species. And he shot a Portal short film, and Portal and Half-Life are connected. So Cloverfield, Portal, and... So now we have Julius, and obviously he did like Clovey because... Hey now, I told you, there were spoilers ahead. I said it right back there. What am I trying to say in this Rockstar and rum-fueled rant? I'm trying to say, screw you, Chris Stuckmann, you missed it. The point of these movies isn't to broaden an overall story. Much like Black Mirror or Twilight Zone, they reference things within themselves, but they're self-contained stories. This is probably one of J.J. Abrams' best ideas, because God, are his mystery boxes dumb. He has allowed his crews and filmmakers to do whatever they want with the worlds that he's designed and have the ability to retcon in any of the stuff that they like later on. Imagine something happening in the next movie that was set up in a previous movie. Or maybe you do a movie where Hitler gets time travel stuff from the aliens from 100 Cloverfield Boulevard. You can link back to old movies or make something totally new, like maybe the new Clove Hitler meets a sentient race of cornucopias and gets the power to shoot spaghetti out of his fingers.
Spaghetti!
I mean, I'm no Hollywood screenwriter, but you could totally do something like that and call it 2 pi r squared Cloverfield Lane, the Thanksgiving special. Anyways, I rambled on here long enough. You should go watch all 3 Cloverfield movies. They're really neat and they're made by excellent filmmakers, and at least the last one looks pretty and has worms in it. You should go watch them with your mom. She misses you, you know? Like, she probably won't like the movies, but she'd enjoy the quality time with you. I guess my work here is done. For posterity, I agree that this movie deserves a C. I just don't think it deserves it for the same reasons Chris Stuckmann gave it. So maybe Chris isn't that dumb. I'm sorry. I'm real sorry. Share this video with somebody that hated the movie as much as Chris Stuckmann. Please like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification, and it'll make your mom happy. Stay positive, mooks. Kind of cut it in from here. I'm gonna throw up.